mention another motherfucking character that's involved in this bullshit. I know my voice sounds a little bit different, but I've been getting astrally attacked like a motherfucker. You know, it's gotten a lot better. Thank you all for your prayers and your shout outs, because this is one sick ass motherfucking curse. Don't even get me started. With that being said, I found out from somebody very special the identity of who I'm going to call Wes Studi from now on, Michael O Terrence. I remember at the start of this curse, they kept saying something about Brian Wilson. They kept saying something about Brian Wilson at the start of this curse having been one of the people, either physically or else one of his higher selves, being involved in paying the Reinas to put this motherfucking bullshit on me. But you know, when I went to college, my aspiration was to be a journalist, a reporter. That's why I got that fucking blog. You know, it's not to be like an official reporter and shit, but to report on what the fuck is going on in my motherfucking life. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and report on these evil ass motherfuckers, because you can't be doing this shit in the fucking spirit world. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. There's nothing wrong with having a hell realm. And there's nothing wrong with going after somebody who's done you wrong and done you something evil. But when you're going after innocent ass motherfuckers who ain't done shit to your motherfucking ass, especially poor people like myself, and you living in a multi-million-dollar mansion in motherfucking Beverly Hills and in Malibu with a fucking extra apartment where you do all your dirty shit at, like David Reina and that fat ass white bitch you with, that German bitch who used to be a nurse. What's fat bitch's name? Barbara Reina, old fat ass bitch. If I ever catch that bitch, man, look, people like that, they need to be cleaned off the fucking earth. I'm just gonna keep it 100%, and I mean it. Anyways, with that being said, this is an ugly ass, evil ass fucking curse. This is it tears every single aspect of your fucking consciousness down to the point where you have nil. And it's done, look, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you, it's done fucked me up. It's really done fucked me up, and in the process blocked my blessings. It's supposed to be a death curse, a sacrifice curse, but this is some evil, egregious, how you doing? Some evil, egregious ass shit to be doing to innocent fucking people who ain't done you wrong. I don't get it. When I used to woke motherfuckers on the peace ages because they did me something, they did me wrong. With that being said, Michael O Terrence looks like Wes Studi. He's a Native American actor.
Well,
Michael O Terrence is a Native American
please scan
who
it
lives
now.
up in Malibu. He actually had sex in the astral plane with Barbara.
If you are finished scanning, please touch finish and pay.
When she first went to him,
select number of CVS
to
scan coupon now. Please wait. System processing.
Get a reading done to get rid of me, because she was hyper jealous of me. With those entity attachments that she got in her, she's a hyper jealous ass bitch. That's why I say she not only needs to be taken out the physical world, the bitch needs to be X'd the fuck out. But the motherfucker also needs to be taken out the spirit world permanently, and there's ways to kill motherfuckers. PK did that to my grandmother, from what I understand. Took her ashes after killing her, burning her, one of her hell realms in her consciousness. With that being said,
bad boy! Fuck you!
People like that ain't shouting for nothing. They got bad spirits on them. That's when I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the park to resolve to get that shit off of me. Thanks to Jesus Christ, thanks to Goddess Kali, Thanks to Ali Damari. This shit made me pro-fucking-black, even more fucking black after this fucking shit. I ain't gonna fucking lie, I ain't gonna hold back with all the shit I done been through and with all the shit I done fucking seen. This is equal to put on somebody. You know that white bitch, Barbara Reina, even tried to get some Africans to put a curse on me. And I saw it in the astral plane. That's how I saw that bitch. They put her out as a sacrificial lamb. And instead, she woke them brothers to death. And they sleep putting the same curse that she put on me. They've done killed a lot of fucking people, a lot of innocent fucking people to steal their spiritual powers and abilities. With that being said, at the outbreak of this fucking curse, when it first commenced, I heard that old fat white bitch in the astral planes talking to Pachungo Casino as they roach attachments. Those some silly ass motherfuckers be calling them. I hate this shit because I'm not gonna lie to you. To some degree, they some funny ass motherfuckers, and I got along with them very, very well. It wasn't until Heathcliff made a fucking rotten ass deal with that roach attachment palette number to sacrifice me to him. That motherfucker became real evil because when I first saw him in the spirit world, he was actually very funny. He had a very sexy, jazzy-like voice. He was actually a funny entity. He made me laugh, but he was also extremely jealous and had a major inferiority complex. I kind of missed those days at the beginning because I was totally innocent towards what was going to happen. With that being said, I heard the bitch. She was sitting down in the forest in Malibu with Pachunga Casino, aka wetback number one, the original wetback. Dimicida Questa Koto. Remember how I used to talk about them motherfuckers? Now I can't say I really have anything against them that much. It's not the work they even at one point wanted to work with me, but I don't work with anybody. I gotta figure this shit out and get this shit off. She even tried to help me get it off one night when I was in jail. She was helping out a Latina and she saw me and they were like, why are you troubling this young lady? You know, why are you fucking with her? With that being said, the Chunk Casino was sitting down with her and she was giving him her entity attachments to put on me, do some ritual. I don't even have to do that shit. All I have to do is just look at the motherfucker and put something on him. I got that evil eye naturally. It ain't that hard to do either. Anybody can do it. Everybody got psychic powers, I believe. Some motherfuckers who ain't got no souls like them three motherfucking bitches. Soulless ass motherfuckers. With that being said, this bitch, from what I heard in the astral plane, she a motherfucking rape baby, from what I understand as well. It's nothing I wanted to add. But she was trying to fuck with me, now that I realize in my own consciousness, in my particular part of the astral plane, trying to attack me for my blessings when the bitch is already motherfucking rich to begin with. When I first saw her, she was consorted by a skeleton that they say in the astral plane turned out to be my brother. Later on in the future, with this curse they got on him, you know, I was told a whole lot of fucking people paid the Reinas in both the physical as well as the astral plane a lot of money, including a wetback ass Time Warner executive, to not only go after me, but my motherfucking family. Wetback ass motherfuckers. With that being said, I already got the, okay, cool. With that being said, I heard her trade her entities in some old fucking spirit ritual. Where they were exchanging items to put on people. I'm gonna tell you this right now, because I'm gonna be posting another video up later on. Trying to intimidate me into talking about him. Trying to fuck with my child consciousness. From what I understand, is the latter part of when they go after somebody, they take their child consciousness and turn it into I know I'm all over the place, but they turn it into a roach attachment. And so that you don't remember shit. You can't call on ancestors, anything. And then right before they put you in their hell realms, how you doing? So with that being said, I heard her in the ritual exchanging some shit with Pachanga Casino. I think a flower, some like an incense thing, I don't know. To put something on me when I've never done the bitch any motherfucking thing. I don't like being fucked with when I don't fuck with you. That's why I'm gonna keep making these fucking videos and exposing these predators, because they fucking predators in the astral realm and they need to be taken the fuck out. Now they really trying to intimidate me into talking about them. They do that because a lot of your powers, hold on. All right, so with that being said, go ahead, man, just go ahead. They fucking with me in the astral plane right now. So if you see me being caught off guard, just looking, it's because I see that they're doing something that they ain't got no business doing. With that being said, I mean, this is an evil ass fucking curse, going after people's fucking childhood and shit, childhood memories, child consciousness, people's consciousness and shit, playing tricks on them. You know, making them think that an entity attachment is one of theirs, when in fact it isn't. I hate the way these fucking roach attachments operate. They're some of the most evil, nefarious. Even Baron Samedi said that. He was the first one to put me in the roach realm. He said that the roach attachments that them two crackers, well actually two wetbacks and a cracker put on me is some of the most evil ass shit, nefarious ass shit that he's ever fucking encountered. With that being said, I mean, it fucks with your emotions and all of that, and fucks with your energy in a way, because you don't know what you're ingesting with your energy. This is a fucked up ass curse. This is an evil ass motherfucking curse to put on somebody. With that being said, this is some of the most, I mean, Kate set it up, from what I understand, to make sure I don't get back in that timeline. And not only that, to make sure I don't get my powers back. I don't get my spiritual abilities. That's from what I was told. That's fucked up. That's very fucked up. That's why I say this curse done made me a lot fucking blacker. And appreciative of my blackness. Talking about you woke your spirit guys, your spirit protection, your ancestors. That's because, like, look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. My consciousness is fractured. It's extremely fractured. So These things burrow into the heart of your consciousness. With that being said, it's hard to fight this shit. It's extremely hard to fight it. Because they first turn your inner world outer. All right? And allow for intrusive thoughts to be rendered material in the astral plane. That shit's hard to fucking control, and these spirits don't understand it. The only one that can do anything about it is Aludumare. He was the only one who knows how to abate it. He looks like him. And keep you from woking yourself. I swear up and down, I saw gray hair on that man's head just now. Keep you from woking yourself as well as anybody else inadvertently. My spirit guides, spirit team, spiritual protection, poor ancestors, they don't know how to do that. But this is some of the most evil ass shit, and I'm gonna keep reporting on it. That's why I say, keep on turning on y'all prayers, keep on sending y'all prayers to me. It's been working. As long as you shine a light on these cockroaches, it's gonna make their ass think about doing anything else. Like I said, I'm dealing with something that's out of the ordinary. That pilot number they got, that motherfucker, it's some weird shit. Hold on. That pilot number they got. I wanted to say before that this is an extremely evil curse. Because through consciousness, they're able to invade your higher selves, your inner self and all of that, and compromise all that shit. That's why it's extremely hard to fight. I can't impress that upon y'all enough.
There's absolutely no way.
And then they go down the line looking for family, ancestors to invade and infect. About that pilot number, I wonder about him. Because that motherfucker is evil. Pure fucking evil. I remember before the onset of this curse, I was in high school, I think they LaSalle, but in the astral realm, and I was being chased by him. They set him up, this is some weird astral shit, to go and become a person's family member or ancestor and take over their consciousness, so that he becomes ingrained in your family and the curse becomes that much harder for you to be able to battle and fight off. And then he starts to integrate more and more into your family. That's how they set up the pilot numbers. With that being said, I mean, this shit have you looking fucking schizophrenic, all fucked up. Look at how bad I look. It's not because I stay up at night fighting this. I don't get really good sleep. But it's because these things have possessed me. These evil ass entity attachments. I didn't used to look like this. I didn't used to look that fucking bad. Another thing I want to emphasize too is I don't get how motherfuckers, when I saw him in the astral plane early this morning, Michael O Terrence is living the life of O'Reilly in Malibu. I saw him coming from out of a swimming pool. He has a muscular physique. He looks like Wes Studi, but with long, gray, white, blackish hair. He's a Native American. And he's a very evil motherfucker. Very evil motherfucker. That motherfucker never had a child consciousness. That motherfucker always had a fucking evil ass, nefarious ass adult consciousness. He was never playful, never joyful in any way. But I'm going to tell you something right now. I've seen the hell realms that David Reina got up in his head, as well as his previous victim's head, including mine. I used to have incessant dreams where I saw my little baby brother Brian, who died a horrible death. I heard that even before I got afflicted with the curse, but I was told in 2011 I did. My brother died in 2012, right after. Spirit guy told me this. My little brother Brian, how you doing, sir? My little brother Brian was being harassed by an evil entity called Theriel. From what I was told, that was going to become my dad's future self. Because they're going to take my poor dad, who's a very humble, honest man, who don't deserve the fucking fate that they got awaiting them. They're trying to manipulate me right now by fucking with my heart chakra. I gotta be careful with that. And they plan on putting him in hell realms for the rest of his afterlife, as well as me and my brother Brian, which they've done. I hate that motherfuckers. I hate them motherfuckers with a passion. Anyways, with that being said, those motherfuckers, my poor dad, from what I was told, after my brother died, he woke up. My mother once saw him one time looking like a skeleton. He woke up and he saw my dad in his cop uniform. He saw the NOPD there looking at the crime scene and all of that, what was, his suicide. So he goes outside. So my dad takes him into the station, changes into Theriel, and rapes him. This is how sick the fucking Reina and Barbara Reina and David Reina Kurtz is. They have an obsession with sex and with rape. Like I was told, this motherfucker plans on making me naked in the astral plane for the rest of my afterlife. I mean, he a nasty ass wetbag, so what do you expect? They're all fucking perverts. Yeah, speaking of which, I was going to mention about Barbara. She was a rape baby. This jealous ass bitch, when she was fucking with me in my own consciousness in the astral plane, my particular corner of it, when I told her that shit, she tried to be a mother to me or some shit like that. She tried to be domineering. Not motherly, but domineering. She starts repeating in her head over and over again, no, that's not true. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's that bitch's weakness. Put her in the hell realm. And I did that to her too. I put that shit in her head where she's forced to revisit being raped by her daddy. Put that shit on her because she an evil ass bitch to be doing this shit to not just me but other people. But I'm going to tell you about the hell realms. One hell realm I saw involves people waking up where there's like a room, and I saw these people. They look just like these folks here. It's them controlling it. I think it's their particular part of the astral realm. I think they're involved in all this shit. From what I was told, it's a gang of people. From what I understand, it's a gang of people that's involved in this shit. And they all on the dark web. They David Reina and Barbara Reina have a website on the dark web where they share their tales about all the evil shit, wicked shit that they do in the astral plane to people. With that being said, they have a hell realm where they turn people into monsters and take away their consciousness and all of that. There's another hell realm where people who work in the hospital have to fight zombies in the evening, consistently, every single fucking day. And there's a woman who lets them in. There's another one. This is why they keep saying we want you to be stuck in psych wards and shit. To me, they put that curse on me, on my life. There's another one where you're in the hospital where they put you, I saw the girl Rosie being stuck there, where they have you in the hospital, a mental ward for the rest of your afterlife, and nobody believes you and you can never get out. There's another one where you're trapped in the hospital and there's zombies and monsters that start to come at you. And it's very, very vivid and it's extremely fucking scary. Very, very scary. This is a sick ass motherfucking curse that I got afflicted with that I don't deserve. Nobody deserves it. I'll tell you about one of their victims who I actually rescued. She was a Mexican. I didn't like what they did to her. A lot of celebrities be paying these motherfuckers too. That's another thing I want to reveal. I wanted to share about Barbara before I talk about this. I was shown one of her memories. And I was shown that the bitch was driving with two white boys, two crackers. They pull over, pick up a young black lady with an offer of weed. She wasn't no prostitute. She wasn't no sex worker. She wasn't none of that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. Pick her up, take her to a secluded spot, viciously rape her, and then kill her. They killed the young lady. But because she's so heavily connected and because she's known for the evil shit she puts on people, she never went to fucking jail. Like I said, I was meant to be a reporter, but not like in an official capacity. This is an evil, wicked-ass, racist-ass motherfucking bitch who hates black people and Mexicans. She hates Latinas and black women because her ass ain't dark like us. She wants to be us. That was the whole point of why she cursed me, because she was jealous. She wanted to be me. She wanted to be black. Like in that film, Get Out. That being said, this is why I mentioned the celebrities. Going back to 2000, they're trying to fuck with my head right now, man, because I got this shit in me. Going back to 2014, 2016, right before I left my old neighborhood. All right? I had a dream. I kept having it a whole lot, in which involved a young Latina woman who worked at Walmart. From what I understand, no, I'm gonna have to straight. From what I understand, this young Latina woman was very, very, okay. They went to Walmart, right? Barbara. The roach attachments make you smell bad. When you have evil spirits on you, you smell bad. I did for a while because they were putting entity attachments on me. Her ass and David Reina. The lady, the Walmart lady, you know how Mexicans do. They tend to be passive aggressive. She didn't want to deal with the bitch. And you can't blame her. You stink, you stink. So this bitch puts a curse on her. This girl dies in her sleep after praying to God, Santa Muerte, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christos, Virgin Mary, all of them. She ends up in the hell realm. Now, this is what I saw in the dream, the astral plane. In the astral plane, I saw Dennis Leary. Probably a customer, wouldn't be shocked. Playing them to be doing evil shit. That's why they call it Helly Weird. That's why they call it Hell, Ellywood. it starts off with these people going into a department store. It's her, a young white kid with blonde hair, and a couple of other people. She's a big fat Mexican young girl. Going to a department store, and they greeted with entity attachments of prior victims, people that they awoke or met, including my poor grandmother at the time, who died years ago, died in her sleep, from what I understand, and Palo Nombre took her. Anyways, okay, so anyways, with that being said, they start off in an obstacle course. And they go through the department store and they see, that being said, these entity attachments are constantly saying evil shit to her. Like, I want to rape you, I want to kill you. I remember seeing a big portly Mexican guy saying that and all that. Then they move on to another obstacle course where they have a huge giant head that greets them and tries to take them over, tries to devour them. And that was David Reina. And I saw him behind a computer screen in the white room, like a laboratory. That's why I think he creates these things in laboratories in the astral plane. I really don't know. Or his entity attachment. I see him looking at the screen and I see him possessing a voodoo doll and stabbing it while looking at these people in the astral plane on a computer screen, going through what they're going through, his victims. You know, it's funny because during the duration of this curse, I've actually seen something like that. Somebody holding up a cell phone. I've heard people laughing. And from what I understand, that's celebrities and the people who paid to see me go through this. You know, from what I was told in the astral realm, it was Zendaya and The Rock. They were two of them. I believe it was their higher selves. I'm not really sure. So with that being said, at the end, I see them break free, and it looks like they're in the studio, and they come out. There was something else, too. There was another obstacle course that they went through. I don't really recall. But I remember seeing a young lady who owns the Sample Birthday Shop in MacArthur Park. I see her greeting them after the obstacle course and holding a yellow bird and flying it into the air, which is symbolic. And I guess she was the one who was trying to help her, escape. Later on, I kept obsessing about that situation and I really wanted to help her out. And I did. I used a little bit of powers I still got to try to help her out, because ain't nobody should be in them fucking hell realms like that when you ain't done anybody's shit. With that being said, this is a very dangerous curse. I came close to fucking dying one night, and all my fucking ancestors, they all showed up. Egyptian, African, white, everybody showed up. And David Reina snatched him up, put him in his head, and put him in hell realms. They used some really evil, complicated, nefarious shit to capture your ancestors and put them in hell realms, but you don't want to deal with it. O Terrence, from what I understand, learned the hard way. He got destroyed by these things, and He don't like having them in his head. They're hard to get rid of. I even heard Barbara on a couple of occasions say, "Get out of my head, get the fuck out, get the fuck out, get the fuck out." I don't know if it was her or her higher self. But I'm gonna keep banging on these bitches. They keep saying, I'm awoke you. They've done a lot. I'm not scared of them. Tell you that right now, I'm not scared of you. Y'all tried to kill me. At one point, they took like the whole part of my right side out. And I felt it. They've tried to stop my heart from beating and everything. The right side connects you with other people. They tried to take that away so I couldn't connect with other people. They're roach attachments. Their roach attachments are vicious. They like to be fed, off of human suffering and misery. From what I understand, they're the victims of humans. They do a lot of, the roach attachments, they sick on people who have them entity attachments in them coming from E and Z, from Mars, like I talked about the other day. Those motherfuckers were squished. They're squished cockroaches with a vendetta against humans. That's why I kind of have sympathy for them. That's why, it makes sense that I would play around with them and talk with them and all of that, because they were funny. They're funny motherfuckers, I'm not going to lie. They're hilarious. They like having friends, in a way. But they like to harass the fuck out of you and inundate you with entity attachments so that they can feed you. You can't live like that. You can't live where your blessings are constantly blocked, where your shit is constantly being taken from you and energy siphoned off of. But with that being said, I'm dealing with some really evil people who aren't powerful themselves, but who are being backed by very evil, vociferous powers that are extremely conniving and very, very demonic, extremely devilish and demonic. And who like to energy harvest off of and steal other people's powers and abilities. With that being said, I'm going to keep on banging on these motherfuckers in their hell realms, because this shit, y'all can't be doing this shit to me and think you're going to get away with it. As well as other people I witnessed. I saw the torturous shit that they've done to people in the astral plane. They lured my poor parents into a hell realm, which, 2 weeks later I was able to rescue them from a roach motel. Michael O Terrence is the one that leads that pilot number 8 motherfucker. He's the main one that got him in his head. They work like a little clique, a little coven. And in another instance, some of the horrible shit that I've seen, they have a standing room, which they tried to open me to back in 2014, where I would have seen my parents trapped in this, a standing room only roach motel, where you have giant cockroaches. They'll drop down and grab you and put you inside their stomach acid, where you squirm for the rest of your afterlife. You're doing this back and forth, and you can't say one fucking word because they control your consciousness. The roach attachments, they like to control your consciousness. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, it's a very horrible curse. Michael O Terrence. Another thing I wanted to mention about him. I was told that in 1987 something, he kidnapped a young boy and raped and tortured him inside his Malibu mansion. These some sick ass motherfuckers. I was told, that the little boy, Oh no, man, I'm good. Thank you. I don't have one. I don't smoke. I was told that the young man would have been like a major Hollywood star, like I should have been. I made a lot of money if it wasn't for what he did to him. And the kid, like me, like everybody else, they go after. He was poor, beleaguered, came from an abusive, volatile home, so he didn't deserve that fate. They go after motherfuckers who come from terrible beginnings. You know, they target motherfuckers who ain't got nothing, and who come from terrible backgrounds, like they do. These are some very evil ass people that I'm up against. Some extremely evil ass people. I wanted to mention too, in another instance, Michael O Terrence. I saw him with a hell room where it was like one small tiny room and he had my family in there and he had us all chained to walls and he was raping us. These are some sick ass, evil ass fucking people that need to be annihilated. Don't try to understand them. Don't try to get them. People like that, you just need to fucking, they need to fucking go. They need to be taken the fuck out. Like Barbara, that's some, when I saw that and I felt the girl's emotions. I felt all that shit. When I saw it, it was too fucking sick for me. I had to fucking wake up. That bitch needs to be axed the fuck out. She needs to go. They have a thing about don't touch their kids, which reminds me of your boy from Silence of the Lambs, how he was like, he can go around killing young women, but don't touch his dog. These motherfuckers need to be taken the fuck out. All right, I want to go ahead and do this video about something I discovered in the astral plane about Barbara. One night, I was sleeping, as every motherfucker does. And I saw in the astral realm, it first started out with me seeing knives in a white kitchen. Knives all over the floor and blood and peroxide and all that. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Then it was followed by me seeing Reina with two young white boys. I saw them pick up a young black woman off the streets. She wasn't a sex worker. She was a regular old young black lady. But the problem is they offered her weed. They take her to a secluded spot where they viciously rape her and torture the shit out of her with their knives. After brutally raping her, it was some of the most sickest ass, horrible fucking shit that I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. They drop her off after killing her. That explains the peroxide and all of that I saw at the commencement of this dream. I'm saying this to say and emphasize that I'm not dealing with regular dark warlocks and wizards. Like I said in my blog the other day, how they, in the astral plane as well as in the physical, got paid by celebrities, The Rock and Zendaya. They all are involved in some really dark, evil-ass fucking witchcraft shit. Where these evil-ass motherfuckers like Michael O Terrence, who captured a young man back in 1987, did the same to him. He was a young man that came from a really bad background, abusive background, who was destined to be somebody really big in Hollywood. He stuffed the young man's life out and turned him into a poltergeist and got him stuck in fucking hell realms, some of which were in my head. I almost want to fucking cry. I'm not gonna fucking lie, man. That shit right there, man, pisses me the fuck off. To do that to somebody, do that to a child. To do that to somebody is the most evil ass thing you can do to someone. These evil motherfuckers go around in both the physical as well as the spiritual plane, looking for down on their luck people who can't fight back, who they know they can't fight back, with strong spiritual abilities and powers, looking to energy harvest it off of them and sacrifice them, both in the spiritual as well as the physical. This is some really, really dark ass shit that I'm up against. Some really dark ass, icky, evil, wicked ass motherfucking people who have a lot of connections to people in Hollywood. Helly weird. I could never really fuck with it because of that shit. Knowing what I know to some degree. You know, some people, yeah, but this is evil. This is fucking evil. Kill that little boy. Murder him. Like that young lady. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like I'm going to say in the other video about Michael O Terrence, I found out how he looks. I get shown periodically how this motherfucker looks. Like I said, I was destined to be a reporter at one point. That's why I be reporting on shit. These evil motherfuckers run a blog on the dark web where they talk about the evil shit that they do to people. The horrible things that they do to people. Their higher selves. Barbara's higher self really isn't that bad. She's actually very motherly. But them other two, some evil ass wicked motherfuckers. Those are some evil ass wicked motherfuckers. Ooh. Those are some evil ass wicked motherfuckers. And they constantly have entities around me. It's primarily pilot numbering whom they work out of that try to energy harvest off of me and steal my shit. But that's some cruel, wicked ass evil shit that I saw. At one point I saw Dennis Leary, one of their customers, in an astro vision that was involving a young Mexican girl at Walmart whom Barbara Reina sacrificed simply because the bitch stank. Because she got all them roach attachments on her that make her stink. That's some really cruel ass evil shit. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reporting on these fuckers. To all of you out there, thank you for your prayers. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. God bless. Alodamare bless. Oshun bless. All of the voodoo Loa bless. All of the Orishas bless. Indian Pantheon bless. Egyptian Pantheon bless. All the Pantheons bless. Peace.